Welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap episode on AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open. You can totally profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Monday, January the 24th. As you can see, I'm still in Vancouver attending the Cambridge conference. Over 420 junior resource companies. Unbelievable traffic. We had our casino night last night. We raised over $1,500 for charity and a great event for our clients as well. But an unbelievable atmosphere here. The aisles are packed with people, and it's no surprise that I've got 7 press releases for you today. So let's get straight to them. First up, Explorator Resources trades on the Venture Exchange under EXO. They're announcing highlights from the 2011 El Espino updated preliminary economic assessment. We like this because it separates the wheat from the chaff. It's an updated 43101 compliant preliminary economic assessment. Here are some of the highlights. Go take a look at the entire press release. Base case net present value, $520 million at 24.4% internal rate of return. That's using $2.40 per pound copper and $1,000 ounce gold. Pretty conservative. Gotta like that. Life of mine production increased to 1,621 million pounds of copper and 828,000 ounces of gold. Average annual payable production increased to 120 million pounds of copper and 61,000 ounces of gold over 13.5 years. And looks like they're going to increase their measured. They've increased their measured and indicated mineral resources to 144.8 million tons at 0.55% copper, 0.22 grams per ton of gold. Inferred mineral resources have increased to 85.5 million tons at 0.27% copper and 0.15 grams per ton of gold. So big numbers here. They own 49% of the interest in the El Espino copper gold project. It's in Chile. And something you should know is that SPC acquired the remaining 51% of the project in March 2009 in return for an investment of up to $18.5 million. That's U.S. and amongst other things. Closed on Friday, 68 cents. 52-week range, 36 on the low, 80 on the high. Looks like about a $55 million market cap. So congratulations to David Prinz and his company over there. Do some due diligence as to whether you think this is worth the price of admission at this price. Next up, Pacific Northwest Capital. Trades on the TSX on the stock symbol PFN for our friends in the U.S., PAWEF, and for our friends in Germany, P7J. They've announced an updated 43101 mineral resource estimate. They say it reports significant increase in contained ounces of gold. This is for the Destiny Gold Project near Val-d'Or, Quebec. It's a draft 43101 technical report, including a new mineral resources. Here's the numbers. Indicated resource contains approximately 364,000 ounces of gold. Inferred resource contains approximately 247,000 ounces of gold, and the deposit occurs at surface and is open in both strike and dip. They're also awaiting assay results from phase 3 drilling program. 14 cents per share is where they closed at on Friday. 52-week range, 8 cents on the low, 18.5 cents on the high. That gives a market cap of under $10 million. Definitely worth taking a look at. Congratulations to Harry Barr and his team over at PFN. Next up, we got Orion Oil and Gas, trades on the TSX OIP. They're announcing, scroll a little too far. They announced that they increased their provable probable reserves 34%. These are results of the 2010 year-end oil and gas reserve valuation. Here are the highlights. Proved reserves, 16.3 million barrels of oil equivalent. Proved plus probable reserves, 24.8 million barrels of oil equivalent. That's an increase of 32 and 34% respectively. The net present value of the proved plus probable number has increased 32% to $439 million. I love those numbers. They closed on Friday $1.02, 52-week range, 76 cents, and $1.65, so almost dead smack in the middle. Good news out of them. Good news and congratulations to Gary Guidry and his team over there. Continental Nickel, TSX Venture Exchange, CNI. They announced that they intersected. Sorry about that. A little scrolling issue here. I'm in Vancouver, so I don't have all the tools I've got back home. They've intersected more high-grade sulfides, grading 2.28% nickel, 0.5% copper, 0.57% copper, over 17.25 meters. This at the Sleeping Giant Zone in Tanzania. These are final assay results from the remaining 6 diamond drill holes of its recently completed 7-hole phase 2 diamond drilling program. Highlights here: NAD 10-226, 3.97% nickel, 0.16% copper. That's over 4.7 meters. That's within the headline number I gave you, the wider interval grading 2.28% nickel, 0.57% copper, over 17.25 meters. They say the sleeping giant zone remains open in all directions. Last close on Friday, $1.20, 52-week range, 34 on the low, $1.49 on the high. So they're doing pretty well here. Congratulations to Craig McDougall and his team. Next up, out of China, this is out of California actually, Sunvalley Solar trades there, the stock symbol SSOL. They've announced that they signed a commercial solar installation contract with Aqua Farming Tech in the city of Thermal, California. Let's talk about the deal first. System size of the contract, about 295 kilowatts. That's comprised of 3,140 solar panels and 200 kilowatt and 235 kilowatt solar inverters. The whole contract is valued at about $1.375 million. What I like about this is supported by about $645,000 of solar incentive rebates from the local utility company and $405,000 of federal tax cash grants. So you got to like that. It's their installment in the Palm Desert area, and they're going to begin in early 2011. Next up, Cadillac Ventures. Small piece of news here. Trades on the venture under CDC. The third Thierry hole they have announced contains 2.02% copper over 21.98 feet. These are assays for the third hole at their Thierry mine project in northwestern Ontario. And go take a look at the assays that are highlighted in the press release that includes a 2.02% copper over 21.9, let's call it 22 feet. That's a pretty big number there. Norman Brewster and his team got to be happy. 52-week range, 13 cents on the high, 13 cents on the low, 34 cents on the high, 25 cents where they closed yesterday. So pretty much dead smack in the middle of 52-week range. Go take a look at that company. And finally, not all that glitters is gold. We're trying to bring a little bit of highlight news from other industries. China Nutrifruit Group trades on the AMEX on the stock symbol CNGL. They're a producer of premium specialty fruit-based products in China. They've announced that they've entered into a supply contract with Dole Food and Beverage Ingredients to supply 1,500 tons of fruit concentrate products. They're going to supply these things. They're going to supply them in January 2011 at the prevailing market price. You got to like that. But this is what I also like. The company's processing facility possesses ISO 9001 Sears qualifications, and they got a sales and distribution network throughout 17 provinces in China. That tells you this is a real company. Closed on Friday, 271. Not too far off its 52-week low of 246. So you got to take a look at what's going on there. It may be related to all this China, some of this China backlash, but at the same time, its 52-week high is $4.60. So that may be opportunity for you. That's a wrap. 7 great press releases. I'm not even going to go into telling where you should go, but if you're watching this on Global Investor, look below me or to the left of me for other previous news releases. Otherwise, get to the front page of AGORACOM, watch the show, take a look at the best press release over the past few days, and get into the directory to discover another great small cap company. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.